I have been a Taylor Swift fan since 2006. I was in the salon getting my roots dyed and my phone is on Do Not Disturb. So I actually have no clue that any of this is going on. I pick up, I'm like, what? I'm like getting my hair done. And he's like, you need to go check your DMs. You need to go check Slack. I'm like, what? I check and everyone is blowing me up and they're like, Taylor Swift is wearing your skirt. Oh my God, go look, go look. And I was like, what? And so I checked, she posted a YouTube shorts for her Tortured Poets release, and she's wearing my patented pirouette skirt in her video. And it was literally for 0.3 seconds, okay? Just a moment. And that moment sold out like a few hundred of that literal digital lavender skirt in a matter of minutes, and then started selling out all the other pirouette skirts in every single color. That day ended up becoming our best sales day of the year and our second best highest sales day ever. Hi, I'm Cassey Ho. I am 37 and I'm the founder, CEO, and head designer of Popflex and blogilates, and these are my secrets to success. I grew up in Southern California and I have one sibling. My parents are both immigrants who came over from Vietnam in the mid-70s. My mom was a boat refugee and both of them really had to work hard to create some stability for us over here. My mom was a cake decorator and my dad was an engineer. Growing up financially, we didn't have a lot. I remember that going to McDonald's was a luxury. I did start my first business in 7th grade without even knowing what a business was. I am a super taster. I can't eat chocolate. However, I really love Halloween. As a kid, we would go trick-or-treating all the time. It was so much fun. Then I would save all of my candy. And I remember one night I was just mixing stuff together and just creating this concoction out of chocolate. And then I rolled them into little balls and then brought them to school. And my friends were like, oh my gosh, this is so good. And I was like, okay, well, if you like it, then maybe you'll buy it, which then evolved into a full-on business in high school where I then had 5 students under me selling some of my goods to other students at the campus until we got caught by the principal and I was forced to not do that anymore. I went to Whittier College in Southern California. I actually won a full ride scholarship there. And I went to study biology in preparation for medical school. I did not want to go to medical school. I didn't want to be a doctor, but my father said that really was the only choice that I had. It was either going to be lawyer, doctor, or failure. I had told him I wanted to be a fashion designer. This is something I knew in my bones that I always wanted to do. I'm a very creative, artistic person. But when I told him I wanted to be a designer, he was like, absolutely not. And pretty much crushed my dreams. And so I said, okay, fine, I'll go to school to become a doctor and then I'll figure it out later, because I was a very studious and obedient daughter. Fast forward to college, I was still doing Pilates, but this time in my dorm room. And then the other girls were like, what's that? Can you show me? Which then led me to think, oh, maybe I could teach this. So then I went on Craigslist and I saw that there was an opening for a Pilates instructor down the street at the local gym. The gym owner loved me and she's like, cool, let me see your certification. And of course, I'm not even certified. And she's like, oh, but then she's like, you know what? I'll pay for your certification. We'll do this together. And so that really was the beginning of my Pilates career. And I didn't rebel until I was halfway through college and realized this is actually not what I want to do with the rest of my life. I decided to drop out of organic chemistry, which was the last class I needed to take the MCAT, and really just ruined my entire timeline because my parents were not listening to me. I was talking about wanting to transfer schools and do something else. And they were like, absolutely not, you will not do that. And so when I did that, it really ruined our relationship. However, it really was my first big rebellion and it was me following my heart. All those decisions were made because my heart was telling me to do so. As I was teaching those Pilates classes, I noticed that I was fumbling with all of my stuff, my water bottle, my shoes, my mat, my keys, my CDs, everything, just kind of like this in like a little tote bag. It wasn't working. So I tried looking for a cute yoga bag and everything was just so hemp bags, ugly colors, just not my style, and I love everything to be super cute. I went to the downtown LA fashion district and bought some leftover fabrics, put together a super glamorous looking yoga bag like you've never seen before, made out of vegan leather with this huge bow, gold chains. I mean, it was glamorous and it fit all my stuff. I brought it to class and my students were like, "What is that? I want one." And that was the beginning of solving a problem for myself that just so happened to solve problems for other people too. And that really is the basis of what I do with both Blogilates and Popflex. Today, I'm always solving problems and making it cute. So Blogilates started as a YouTube channel in 2009, where I really was just uploading free workout videos for my students in real life. I was moving from LA to the East Coast for my first job in fashion. And all my students at my local 24-hour fitness in LA were like, well, who's gonna teach us pop Pilates? So that was what the format I was teaching at the time, my own format, which was Pilates to pop music, more of like a dance on the mat version of Pilates. At that time, Pilates was very slow, either no music or classical music, and mine was just kind of like, you know, very exciting. There was no one to replace me, and so I recorded a 10-minute video and I uploaded it to a website called YouTube, and I thought nothing more of it. I didn't even know how to edit. I just like chopped off the beginning and the end on Windows Movie Maker, and I was like, okay, well, here you go, you guys. Click on this link if you ever miss me. Little did I know that I was gonna get more than the views of the students in that class, which was like 40. I got thousands of views and hundreds of comments from people from all over the world asking for more. They're like, oh, cool, do you have an ab version of this, an arm version, a butt version? And that is what grew the Blogilates channel. It wasn't until around 2010, 2011 when I was making a Facebook post and they were asking, hey, can we get some Blogilates t-shirts? And I was like, why would you want a t-shirt with my screen name on it? Like, that's a little bit weird. They were like, no, like that's what we want. And so we had a design contest, and as a community, we chose the winning design. Then I bought some blank shirts from Forever 21, screen printed them locally and put them up on Facebook, and they sold out within minutes. And it was in that moment when I realized, oh, okay, Blogilates is not a screen name. It is a brand. It is something people are proud to wear and a journey that they want to be a part of. Popflex is my performance activewear brand that honestly is now launching into more than just activewear. It's women's apparel, and it fulfills that original childhood dream of wanting to become a fashion designer. So remember how we talked about in college when I was feeling that hole, that emptiness, that is fully filled with like flowers growing out of the hole. Like, I just feel so happy to be doing what I'm doing right now. Both Blogilates and Popflex as their own brands are their own 8-figure businesses. It's all been bootstrapped, all my own money, no investors. Well, in the beginning, I didn't even ask, so I didn't get investors. But these days, I don't want that because I do not want to serve the wrong audience. I don't want to serve the people who are throwing money at me so that they can get money back. I want to serve the women who are purchasing the clothes and the accessories, who are funding the business through their belief in the designs and the creations. So yeah, to this day, no investors, all bootstrapped from the very beginning. We have 26 full-time employees right now, and we work with around 40 or so contractors on the daily. My secret to success is truly following my heart. I know that sounds so cliche, but I don't think it has ever led me in the wrong direction. I will also say that not being afraid of problems is also another secret to my success. I invite it. Give me the criticism, give me the problems, let me get creative and let me solve it. And I think that really has made me stronger and more flexible. You have to be able to bend in the wind or you're gonna break.